copy, scribble, and then imitation?
No, copy, imitation, then scribble. So
Start at copy.
you're going to start,
Copy. So you're starting at copy with that page.
but here's the thing. You only start a copy if they're older than 5. So you're always going to start, for 5 and under, you're going to start from the imitation page.
What are they?
I explained it earlier. You're gonna have them draw, it has it in the instructions. They're going to be drawing a vertical line, a horizontal line, and a circle. Same thing. But you're just going to be showing them how to draw it. And that's just a lot easier for them. Yep, okay. So the 3 criteria for them to get like the 3 points on the scribbling page are that they make any mark, if they make a mark in imitation of you, if they do any spontaneous marking, and if the marking stays inside the box. So those are your 3 criteria for them to get the full points. And they added those, that way a child that's under the age of 2 could get points. Because obviously it's very difficult for them to, they're really young, so they might not understand completely how to draw the other shapes. But at least they can get the basal if they're 2 or younger. So that's how you get your basal for that. And then ceiling is once they get 3 consecutive no scores in a row, then that means you don't score anymore after that last one. Now when you get, if you look on the files that we're going to be sending you, it has a breakdown on how of like the criteria for each task and what a score or no score would qualify as. So what you would be doing is going through, you're going to be comparing the criteria to the score that the child has. So if they have, say if they draw, it has to be within 30 degrees of vertical for it to be considered a score. So there's like, you're supposed to use a protractor. 30 degrees of horizontal, and then it has to be a 2-to-1 ratio for the circle. Now it doesn't make sense like when you're just talking about it, but if you actually look, like when you see you get the examples and you look at it, it'll make a lot of sense just what is going to count and what won't count. So then when you're talking about tasks 28 and 30, so for 28 and 30, it has to have the right amount of pieces that are shown here on the image that they're supposed to be copying, and it has to be oriented in the right direction. And then for the diamond, it can't look like it's completely, can't be severely warped, and there has to be over and underlapping, because if you get a closer picture of this, there's over and underlapping between the different triangles, and each triangle has to have 3 points for each triangle on the outside of the star. Is this making sense to everybody? Yeah? Okay. Just making sure, because sometimes I jabber. Okay, so you'll be keeping track. The score sheet is on the back, is on the very last page of the full form. And so you'll just keep track of what their score was and when they got a score or no score, and then any observations you might have observed. And then you would come to the front, and we sent you guys have these already though, is the raw score, like the scores for the standard score, the scaled score, and the percentiles. So you just take the raw score, which is, if they got 17 right, if they got, 20 right or whatever, you would take that as your raw score. Then you go to the standard score for that child's age, and then you would look it up. It's really simple to figure it out. You put the standard score on there, and then you take the standard score, and you go to another table that talks about the scale score and the percentile score, and you would just find that on there. So it's very simple to find them on the charts. And the scaled and percentile and standard scores are mostly to help the parents kind of get a better idea of where their child is developmentally for other children in their age.
Can you pass that around?
Yes, I can. Does anybody have any questions about that? Is that does that make sense?
So it went from raw score to standard score to scale?
To scale and percentile.
Okay.
So you take the raw score and you'll find the standard score on one single chart. And then you'll take that standard score, and then there's another chart that has the percentile and scale score together.
Right.
And so you'll just find it through that. Is there anything else? Okay. I think that, and then Aurora, they want you to keep the packet pretty right in front of the child. It's a lot easier for them to draw, obviously, if it is. And they can't use an eraser. So you're always going to be scoring just the one. If they try to redo it, even if they mess up and they try to redo it, you're only going to be scoring the first one they do. So you can prompt them to be like, if they mess up, be like, no, just keep going with what you're doing. Or you just, when you're doing the scoring, you only score the first one. So they use either a pen or a pencil and an eraser. And that's it. Does anybody have any questions? Leslie?
So it's the scribble page, the copy page, and the imitation page. That's the order of the
Exactly. Well, that's not the order of what you would be doing it. You do imitation first, then you go down, and then if they don't get that, you go down to the scribble. If they